Nigeria right now and somebody asks you, what phone do you want to get? I'm sure your answer is going to be iPhone. But the iPhone is not a budget decision, it's rather an ego decision. And there are phones right now in Nigeria markets that are half the price and will outperform the iPhone, well, subjectively. Today I'm breaking it down by budget, so no matter what you're working with, you will leave here with something to take back. So if that sounds interesting, do well to stick around till the end of the video. So here's how we're going to do it. We have three budget categories. The first budget category is ranging from 100,000 to 200,000. The second category is ranging from 200,000 to 500,000. Then this third category is going from 500,000 to 1 million naira. So let's move to the first category. So we have three phones to talk about in each category. So in this category, we'll be talking about the Samsung A07, we're talking about the Tecno Spark 40, and we'll also be talking about the Redmi 13C. So moving to the Samsung A07, we know it's Samsung and we have a track record, a proven reliable record here in Nigeria, so that gives them an edge in reliability. The Samsung A07 has a faster processor compared to phones within its range. It has a dual camera with HDR mode, which allows you to take good quality pictures even in the daytime. And lastly, it has years of software update, which is important even in our day and time, because nobody wants to use phone that is already out of date. I don't know if you do, sure. But because it's not one of Samsung's flagship phone, obviously the display is not just as good, but it's manageable. The speakers are also manageable, but they're not as good as the next phone we'll be talking about in this category. So the next phone we'll be talking about is the Tecno Spark 40. The stereo speakers are much better than anything else, even in their tier. They have better dust and water resistance. They also feel very loud. It also looks so good, so much expensive than what it really costs. And also for phones within its category, it also has a faster charging than the Samsung A07. But compared to the Samsung A07, this processor speed is actually slower, and the battery life is not as good as the next phone we'll talk about in this category. So we're moving on to the Redmi 13C, which is a phone that has the best battery life. It has a 5,000 milliamp battery. That's like 1.5 to 2 days use of the phone, normal use of the phone. It has a 50 megapixel camera, which is a good camera pixel within that range. It has Gorilla Glass protection and a clean and modern look, but it does not have enough battery life like the phone we want to talk about in the next category. The next phone we want to talk about is the Redmi 13C. And for us in Nigeria, where we have issues with NEPA and all those fun stuff, most people resort to buying phones with good battery and basically strong batteries because of the situation in our country. But if you are looking for a phone with good battery, then the Redmi 13C is a good budget phone for you to look at. It has a 50,000 milliamp battery, a 50 megapixel camera, which is very good for its budget. It has Gorilla Glass protection to resist falls from hands, and helps to prevent shattering of the phone. It also has a clean and modern look. For this, if you're talking about the prices for this phone and you want to compare the prices for the Samsung A07, online you check it, you will find out that it ranges from the price of 130k or 130,000 to 150,000, which is between $90 to $100. For the Tecno Spark 40, it's around the same range, 150,000 naira, which is also $100. And for the Redmi 13C, it's between 110 to 150,000 depending on the specs you're looking for. So if you are going with the 4 gig 128 ROM, then obviously it's going to be cheaper than compared to the 6 gig 256. So that's why it's between 110 and 150, which is between 80 and $100. So let's move on to the second tier, the second category. The first phone we're considering in this category is the Redmi Note 13. Now this phone has the best camera value and very premium look. It has a 108 megapixel camera, which gives it incredible detail for that price when taking a picture or a video. It has an AMOLED display, which makes the colors pop and the screen look very gorgeous. It has a slim build and gorgeous design. It also has a 5000 milliamp battery, which makes it good for daily use, but it charges slowly, just at 33 watts. Some people might look at it as not slow, but when we have high-end phones that charge triple that speed, then consider it very slow. But if you want the phone that charges faster than that at 67 watts, then we're looking at the next phone, which is the 13 Pro. So the Redmi Note 13 Pro, a good phone for the mid-range brand. It has the best camera in this within this range. It has a 200 megapixel camera. It has 67 watt charging, as I've said before. Gorgeous AMOLED display, just like the Note 13. Gorilla Glass. But the 200 megapixel camera does not mean the best photo. It can disappoint in low lights, and it's even more expensive than the 13, which is not much different in terms of taking picture. But the next phone we're talking about is the best all-rounder. It has a super AMOLED display with 120 GHz screen. So the next phone we're talking about is the Samsung A35, which I said before is the best all-rounder. It has a super AMOLED 128 screen, which rivals phones twice its price. It has IP67 water resistant, which makes it waterproof, not just splash proof. It has 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security updates, so you are sure that your phone is going to be well updated even 4 years from now if you're getting the phone. It has a 50 megapixel camera, which allows you to get clean, stabilized shots. But the downside to it is that it charges at 25 watts, which might be slow compared to the Redmi Note 13 Pro, which charges at 67 watts. So if charging speed is what you want, then you should probably go for that. So if you're looking to go into content creation or that kind of stuff, then I think the Redmi 13, the Note 13 Pro would be best for you because of its 200 megapixel camera. But if you're looking for something that looks premium and is affordable, then go for the Redmi 13. But if you want Samsung's reliability, longer software updates, and a proper screen, then you should go for this Samsung Galaxy A35. So we're moving on to how much the phone costs. So while checking online as usual, I found out that the Redmi Note 13 is about 280,000 to 320,000, which is about $200 to $230. And the Redmi Note 13 Pro costs about 350 to 450,000 naira, which is about $250 to $300. And the Samsung A35 is about 450 to 500,000, which is about $320 to $350. So you get the one that is within your price range and what is going to be suitable for you and your choices and what your preferences basically. So we'll be moving on to the third category, which is 500,000 to 1 million. Basically the phones for the rich people, not like us, or paupers. I'm joking. Obviously these phones, you will expect that they will be in a better form shape than the previously or the aforementioned ones that I've said before. So you don't expect that your whatever you get would not obviously be as good as this, but let's still talk about it if this within your range. So we'll first be talking about the POCO F6, which I know most people have not heard. What is POCO? Most people have not heard about that, but that's a good phone. It's just that they are not a popular brand, but their phones are very good. You should research on them too if you might be interested in what I'm going to say. So the POCO F6 is what we'll be talking about, which is a phone that is built for raw performance, for speed, for gaming. It has a Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 processor, which is a flagship chip at a non-flagship price. I mean, the phone is not, as expensive as the flagship phones. So it has an advanced cooling system, which is important for gamers because of the heat that generates. It's built for heavy gaming with no overheating or throttling. It has a 120 Hz AMOLED display. That's top-notch display. Most of the phones that we have still today are closer to, even the iPhone itself is 128. The latest one that was released is 128. So you're getting a good screen for those price range, and you're not getting an iPhone. So it even has a Gorilla Glass for good protection, but the downside that is it has a plastic back, which makes it look less premium, but even though it's not. And also the camera too is also average. If you're a gamer and you're just concerned about raw speed and gaming yourself out, then this phone is just perfect for you. But the phone we'll be talking about next might be one for you. It's the OnePlus 12R, which is the balance phone, the complete package. I know I keep saying complete package, but in this category it's like the complete package. That's what I mean. So it has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is premium flagship performance in real world use. It has an aluminum frame as compared to the POCO F6, which has a plastic back. It has a massive 5500 milliamp battery, which makes it the biggest battery in this entire category. So basically this is a phone for someone that wants everything: speed, battery, premium look, without paying the Samsung or iPhone price money. The OnePlus 12R is a balanced phone that makes you look smart and good with a premium design, as I've said before. But moving on to the next category, which is the best for design and software. Basically, we're talking about the Nothing Phone 2A, which is a very good phone even in this category. It has a unique transparent back with LED lights, so it looks flashy. They have their own operating system, which is the Nothing OS, so obviously they are not bound to follow the rules because of they have their own operating system, basically. So because they obviously, as I said before, because they have their own OS, makes them have the cleanest and fastest Android with zero bloatware. And because of the look and the premium look, people are always going to stop and ask, oh wow, I love your phone, because it really looks nice. It's also very smooth with its daily performance, and it's good for also content creators. But the downside is that the performance is behind the OnePlus or the POCO F6 that we just talked about. So if performance is something that you are looking for, then this might not be the phone for you. But if you're looking for something that looks very good, I mean the design is good, they have their own operating system, so you are guaranteed that your Android is going to work properly, then Nothing phone is going to be a good phone for you to pick up. So basically, rounding up everything, if you want pure speed in this category, then or for gaming, you go with the POCO F6. You want everything combined together, so speed, design and battery all in one package, then you look at the OnePlus 12R. If you're looking at one with cleanest software and good design, then you pick up the Nothing 2A. Price of these phones, you find out that the POCO is between 650 to 700,000, which makes it about $470 to $500. So the OnePlus 12R is about 750k. That's for the 128 gigabyte storage. The one with 256 is more expensive, so that's around, give or take, $550. But Nothing Phone 2A is around 550,000, which makes it about $400. So if you look at the budget and one of them fits more into the category that you want and you prefer it more, then just go for it. But if your budget is not up to one of them and you see one that your budget is up to, go for that too. All of them have been carefully selected to suit at least most of your needs, even though they are not excellent in some, but at least they will still perform okay in that category. They might not be the best, but at least they are okay. So rounding up on that, please, I'm begging you, you don't need to have an iPhone to look good or to have a phone that performs well. The little money, the little budget that you have, can go a long way in giving you or getting you a good phone in that price category. So even your 150k has options, but you just needed someone to show you where to look. If you enjoyed this video and you gained value for it, please do well to like and subscribe and also share so that we can keep the channel growing. I remain Erastus Folarumi. See you in the next one. Peace.